G'day Internet, Max right here, and I apologize. It's been, I think, a full week since I have made a video for you, but I have been working very, very hard for you, and tomorrow I've got a huge announcement. I've created something that I just think is absolutely amazing. You're gonna love, love, love it. So make sure you watch for tomorrow's video, and especially Success Council members, you're gonna especially love this. I've got a really cool free bonus for you that I'll be sharing with you tomorrow. So make sure you watch tomorrow. I have been working really hard on this and I'm very excited to get it to you. Today's video, I wanted to just touch base and check in with the charts. I mean, really, there wasn't too much to be done in the last week because basically all the predictions that I made had come true, and you had your instructions, you knew when I was getting in, you knew when I was getting out, and it's just turned out to play very, very nicely. So let me know in the comments if you've been making lots of money the last week. So just a little refresher course here. So during this entire period here, for the investors, I was saying this period here is your accumulation period. I must have said it at least 10 or 20 times during these 2 months that if you're an investor, go ahead and accumulate anywhere in this phase. You're doing very, very well. For the traders, I gave you two different ways to play this strategy. Strategy one was to come in at the bottom of this channel, down here in the 30, 31, 32, 33, and catch this rise up. It was a little bit more risky, but also, obviously, as it turned out, a very profitable move, and it was likely to be a very profitable move too, but it was a little more risky. And so let me know in the comments below. Are you one of the guys who got in on that trade? I wanted to, sadly, I missed it. It was just a very big party weekend for me. Lots of sleeping, lots of drinking. I missed it basically. If you recall, I got in on this bounce and then I actually sold out on the way back down here, made a little bit of money, but got out of the position with the intent to get back in, and I missed it and I never did, and I'm super sad. Option two, that was the one I did get in on. I told you the big point of resistance here is this $42,000. If you come in at 43 over here, you're gonna crush it. And that's exactly where I'm in. So if you got in at 43, that's what I did too. I got in at 43. I missed this legendary run, super sad about it, but not to worry because all of this is basically near irrelevant to what's about to happen in my opinion. Between now and the end of the year, I am just expecting absolute fireworks from Bitcoin, and mainly at the end of the year. I'm really looking forward to November, December. I've just wanted to get into a nice big position early at the bottom, which I've managed to do. I did it at 43. Hopefully you guys got in even earlier than me. And right now we've just done some really cool things. So checking out this, this I guess light green line here, it's the 200-day moving average. And this one here is the 21-week moving average. This kind of light purple one here, that's the 21-week moving average. Both of these moving averages are important to Bitcoiners. You can see it bounced off here, came back down, and then crushed through it before we came back down, and all here in the last few days. The lines will disappear, but we'll be able to find where they are. I'm going to kick back to the hourly chart. You'll really see kind of what happened. This blue line here is the 21-week moving average on the hourly chart. You can see we came up, bounced off it, came back, had another run through it, smashed through it in two big candles. Then we came back, confirmed support, and now we're headed off. Now, I would like to see, this trend line concerns me a little. Let's go ahead and lay it out. Where's my trend line? Up here. This kind of trend here. I would like to see that trend get broken, and as soon as we break out of that trend, I think we're going to be off to the races in a very, very nice way. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on the TA. Everything is looking really good. Like, we've got the crypto fear and greed index. We've just been smashing it. We're up in the 70s. Remember last month we were down in the 25, and we've just been hitting new highs, new highs. This is very much trend reversal. If we go ahead and look at some of our favorite indicators, we've got, you know, where are we on the hourly? Let's get out of here. This is no good to anybody. We'll come in on the daily, and you can see the RSI has well and truly broken this long-term trend. And what's fascinating, here's how, like, one clue that we're still in the bear market. This was bearish divergence. We went down, you know, Bitcoin's all-time high was something in like late April. $65,000 was the price all-time high, but we'd had several months of a decrease in the RSI. So this was bearish divergence, and it took a long time. There's so many bulls out there, and for good reason. 2021 is going to be an absolutely spectacular year. We know that from the 4-year cycle. We know it from the news. We know it from corporate adoption. We know it from all the reasons. We know it from user data. There's so many reasons to be excited about 2021, and people were excited about 2021. And even though the data was telling people like, yeah, at 65,000, we've got several months of bearish divergence. Eventually, the price caught up to it and cooled off, and we had this 50% correction. But what happens in the bear market, in the bull markets, is as soon as the indicators give you a glimmer of hope, the bulls come charging back in and scooping up as much as you can. And that's what you see. We didn't get a chance to see bullish divergence on the RSI. The price action reflected it immediately because so many people want to buy, they're just looking for excuses. On the flip side, when you're in a bull market and you get this correction, what happens is the data starts to tell you that something could be askew here, or we might get a correction. People don't want to see it. People don't want to believe it. It's just another reason to know that we are still in the middle of a bull market. Something I said all the way down here. Well, so many channels were telling you it's going to 25,000, it's going to 20,000, it's going to 10,000. I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. This is a great time to accumulate. We've got, and this is another fun one too. So this is the daily stochastic RSI, and it is a momentum indicator. This spending a fair amount of time up here at the max is great. We took a little breather. It didn't come all the way down. Love that fact. Started to head back up. I think it's another reason to think that we're going to have a fairly, the next few weeks is going to be pretty good. And then you got this big one, the hash ribbon indicator. This is a big one. This only flags, a couple of times a year. When's the last time this happened? It happened in December of 2020. And so the blue disc flashes by, and I'm telling you, a lot of people love this signal. This just flashed in the last day or two. It flashed here last time, and we went from 18,000 all the way up to 65,000. This is another reason people are getting excited. Like I'm telling you now, the Bitcoin bull market is ramping up again. I don't think we are too far away. In the order of months, we're not too far away from an all-time high, getting back above 65,000, in my opinion, okay? And then I think something really, really important here, I want to share with you some on-chain analytics from Willy Woo. So Willy Woo created, if you're not sure, Willy Woo is an on-chain analyst, and I really, really like his work. I'm a subscriber. And hopefully I can get him on the channel and have an interview. I've been trying, haven't been successful lately, but I'll continue to try. And he shared this chart today, and it's a very, very powerful one. The blue line here is the Bitcoin price, okay? And this green line here is something he calls an illiquid supply shock indicator, something like that. But actually it says it down here, liquid supply shock. I think it's off your screen, but I can see it. Liquid supply shock. Now, what this green line is basically it's a ratio of Bitcoins that are held inside of illiquid wallets compared to wallets that are considered liquid. Now, what's the definition? There's three categories here. There's illiquid, there's liquid, and there's highly liquid. Highly liquid is they're on exchanges. They're on exchanges. They're waiting to go. They're ready to go. Liquid is they're off exchange, but they're in wallets that are the types of wallets that have money go in and out, in and out, in and out. They're the types of wallets that are liquid and also very young wallets. So generally, if you've just bought, you're relatively liquid because you can get shaken out of your hand pretty easy. You're not going to get. I'm not going to get a shaken out of my hand of Bitcoin. My Bitcoin base is like $100, right? So I'm not going to get shaken out. But if my base was like if I bought at 60,000, I can get scared and I can sell. So that's considered a liquid. It's off exchange, but it's in a young wallet or in a wallet that goes back and forth a lot. And then a liquid wallet. That's the other side of this ratio. Sorry, an illiquid wallet. This is a wallet where I think the coins have been there for longer than 5 months, and it's a wallet that's known to just accumulate. It just buys, it just buys, it just buys, it doesn't sell, and that by definition, it's the coins haven't left in over 5 months. So here's why this ratio is important. If Bitcoins are in long-term wallets, and those people are not selling, that says something. What does it say? It says that those people are in accumulation mode, right? It kind of is a hint that not only are they not selling, but they're also buying. Because if they were selling or de-risking, all of the coins in that wallet, even if they just sold off 5 or 10% of the coins in the wallet, all of the coins in that wallet would suddenly move into the liquid category because they're in a wallet where the person has sold in the last 5 months. When all the coins in that wallet, and cumulatively all the coins in that wallet are not selling for longer than 5 months, it's probably a fair indication that they're also accumulating. So it kind of says that they're accumulating Bitcoins, they're buyers of Bitcoin. And this ratio here of illiquid coins to liquid coins has been an excellent predictor. Check out this chart here. So again, the blue line is the price. You see it hit up here at 65,000. And I think this is probably like late May here. I think the price got up to like 62,000 or something here. And this is the big sell-off, right? But look what happens. Look how much notice we got. If we draw a straight line down from there, we get here. Look how much notice we had. It was about 2 months or a month and a half of notice, and it even set a new low. See this low over here? It set a new low, this illiquid supply ratio, or liquid supply ratio. It set a new low way before the price reacted to it. So it was a really, really, really good clue. Now, during this whole period here, I think the price of Bitcoin gets down, I think, where are we? June, I'm not sure, I think this peak is 42. I think this peak here is 42. We come all the way down, and the lowest price, this is, on this graph, it's just the daily close, I believe. So I think this wicked down to 28,000, but came back up in the same day. So the daily close was like 31,000. I think the lowest point on the daily closes was at this point, $30,000. Okay, way over here it wicked down to 30,000 as well. But the day actually closed at 30,000. And check this out. We've got the price declining down here, but from way back here, we have got the liquid supply shock ratio increasing. This is telling us people are accumulating, people are not selling it. And this gave us months of forewarning before the price actually started to move. The price starts moving here, but this indicator is giving us a month in advance that that's what's happening. And so in order to sell your coins, you got to take them from your wallet, send them over to the exchange. Sometimes they sit there for a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or a week or 3, waiting for the right dip, the right conditions to hit your order that you've placed. And so this is an amazing indicator that gives us a good heads up. And right now it is screaming, we are still going north, right? The liquid supply shock ratio, as Willy Woo calls it, is telling us that more and more coins are being scooped off exchanges. They are becoming less liquid. More coins are becoming illiquid. Fewer coins are becoming liquid. The amount of coins on exchanges is reducing. That is all the things that this green line is telling us. And the price has started to follow, but we still have no reason to suspect there's any kind of reversal in this trend. So really, really powerful on-chain metrics that tell us we are still in for a very good time. My apologies, I had a cough there and I had to hit the pause video. So guys, lots of really, really good data. Again, I'm just so excited for that. Look, short term, next week, next 3, 4, 5 weeks, look, I'm not entirely sure. I suspect we're still headed up north and we're gonna get to the 50s pretty soon. That's what I suspect. But long term, the investors, I'm telling you now, I don't think you're gonna see Bitcoin in the 30s again. You may, but I don't think so. I think now is still a really good time to accumulate. Right now, I'm myself, I'm thoroughly convinced we're gonna be over $100,000 by the end of the year. That's what I think. And so all the on-chain metrics is supporting it. There's plenty of TA to support it, and everything is looking really good. And the ease with which Bitcoin just pushed away the Congress FUD the other day, it hardly affected the price at all. It just brushed it off its shoulder. Really, really good. The biggest downside, I would say, is the fact that Ethereum is coming along for the ride. Again, nothing against Ethereum. I own Ethereum, but this is a new kind of animal. Usually Bitcoin jumps out in front and Ethereum will wait a little bit and come with eventually. But this time Ethereum's coming along for the ride. Probably a strong sign for Ethereum. but I think it's making it harder for Bitcoin because Ethereum's is stealing some of the capital pouring into Bitcoin. And so the Bitcoin dominance is only at 46. And I'm not ecstatic with that. It would be a much clearer signal if Bitcoin dominance was increasing and Bitcoin was headed off by itself. Let's jump in here and look at it really quickly, actually, and see where we're at. Yeah, still trending up. Still trending up overall. We just came down and confirmed support on. So okay, I mean, it came down and confirmed support at the bottom of this resistance range here. We went up. Now it's come back and confirmed support at the top of this resistance range. I'm hoping that the next leg up pushes this above 50, and that'll be a really, really strong, clear signal that Bitcoin season is about to giddy up. Leave the altcoins behind. Altcoiners, don't worry. There will be another altcoin season before the end of the year, and you guys will make stellar profits then. That's what I would like to see. So guys, once again, make sure you watch tomorrow's video. A really cool announcement, a really cool thing that I've created for you guys. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you stick around the Success Council area, or Contrarian Dude. I go by lots of different names. Contrarian Dude on YouTube. My business is called Success Council. We'd love to have you around because we've got some really cool things coming up and we'd love to see you. So take care and I'll see you soon.